How's it going, everyone? My name is Azarus, and welcome back to some more Incredibox. Today we're playing a mod called Pecadoras. Did I slaughter the name? So I don't know if you can notice, but I did switch out my camera. So it may look a little different. I'm still new to it. So this could look terrible. I'm trying out a new way to record, so this can all falter. But I trust the process, and I'm just going to proceed with it. Of course, as time goes, I'm going to try to make it look as best as I can. I think it looks pretty decent right now. But let's hop into some fan art. I'm pretty excited. First one coming in from Bond. Bringing in a dope little picture. Got me chilling with the bread shirt on. That's a classic right there. Just looking happy. Chilling. Having a good time. And to be real with you, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling a little happy. I was playing some Ark earlier. Right, the dinosaur game, right? If you ever decide to play it on single player, make sure you consistently save your game. Because if it crashes, there goes 3 hours of progress. But great sketch overall. Sorry, I had to rant for a second there. We're going to move on to one coming in from D6 Ian. Just kidding, Dylan. I'm still going to call you D6 Ian. My absolute favorite thumbnail ever. This was for the full stop punctuation mod. That was a fantastic mod. Super creepy. And I think this thumbnail recreation is spot on. This is by far probably one of my favorite thumbnails. And seeing a recreation of it is just like, thank you. This is the best. Creepy pulls in the background, and gotta love the bloodied knife. Got a little bit of blood on me. You can kind of infer what I was doing. You can also argue I was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just the jelly. I was a little messy with it, you know what I mean? But the art style here is so cool because it looks 2D, but the shading on it gives it a lot of depth, which is honestly pretty sick. We're gonna be moving on to another one coming in from, you know, I'm just gonna call you Ian, I-A-N. But we got a creepy little sketch here of the corrupted Azarus. Now this guy looks pretty wild. He honestly looks like one of the characters from like a Friday Night Funk. And it looks like there's a corrupted eye, some strings. What are the strings for? And then corruption. Absolute insanity. There's a chunk out of my shoulder. What happened there? What am I saying? Bread, I'm gone, is what I think it might say. I don't know. Maybe he just needs some bread. But next up, we got one coming in from Smart Guy with Glasses. My camera died. Wow, so charge your camera before you record. The texture on it really makes it look like a actual drawing. But we got some bread behind me. A slice of bread. It looks toasted. Saying it's my turn. I look shocked, and probably for a good reason too. If you had a slice of toast as big as you, tap on your shoulder and whisper, me personally, I'd be shocked. But this is a really crazy drawing. And last up, we got one coming in from Turmeric Tunes, another recreation of the thumbnail for full stop punctuation. Fantastic mod, fantastic thumbnail. I love the thumbnail. And this recreation is absolutely crazy. I have a bloody nose. Crazy how it's black and white, but then the blood, or jam, or jelly, right, is red. And that grainy texture on it, that's so cool, man. The shadows on this artwork are impeccable. Like, I definitely think the shading really makes this artwork. But that is going to wrap it up for this week's fan art. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But we're going to hop right into Pecadoras. And if you want to play this mod, it is on the official Incredibox game under the Incredimods. Pecadoras, an Incredimod made by CollegeNollegeYT, and which seems really cool. So we're going to get right into it. Judging from the main picture, I figured it was going to be a black and white mod, so that's what we're getting here. It is full black and white. Reminds me of the alpha version of Incredibox. Really gives that vibe. There are 3 bonuses, which is crazy. But we're going to move on to the first beat. Super long loops. Wow, that was really long. I thought it was over. But starting off with the classic first beat, we got the kicks in here. I'm actually really liking this black and white polo color combination we got going on here. This one, however, is not scary. Or at least I don't think. All right, we're going to move on to the second one here. We got the glasses. Coming in with a pretty classic set of claps. You can't beat it. It's nice. It sounds great. Nothing too much to say about it. It was crisp. It was clear. Maybe more of a fast-paced kind of beat. You never know. Let's move on to the third beat here. The hi-hats, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting. And to be honest, I don't even know how to describe it. It's gonna be an interesting. What kind of style is this? Judging from the name, Pecadora, I don't even know what that means. Maybe it would all make sense once I look it up. I'll move on to the fourth one here. Are we not getting hi-hats here? We got the Toca Chicas. A bit of a switch up though, which is pretty cool. That one in particular gives more of like a beatbox kind of sound, which is really cool. But we're gonna move on to the fifth one here. Oh wow. I actually kind of like that one. Bit of a mix too. It's like a mixture of like, you got the cymbals in the background too. Did you hear it? The little soft cymbals. That almost kind of gives a little bit of a jazzy vibe. But we're going to move on to these effects now. Moving on to the sunglasses. Damn, that hit me strong with a very deep bass. Yeah, it's always good when the bass is like powerful. It really makes for such a good beat, and in my opinion just adds a lot to it. So alright, moving on to effect 2. Okay, I don't even have anything to say about that. I guess it kinda gives me a vibe of like a video game selection noise. I'm gonna be honest, that's all I got for that one. So we're gonna move on to the third one here. Now he's kind of killing it there. What a weird set of effects so far. The bass was fantastic, but these two are very, very interesting. That being said though, I really like this one. But next up we got effect 4. Now that one does not have much to say. Oh man, I definitely feel like I've heard that before in a mod, or at least that style basically beat. I have no idea which one that was, but I'm curious to know if you do. But alright, we're gonna move on to this fifth one here. I figured that one was the build-up. It doesn't really have much to say in between. At the end of the loop and the beginning of the loop, it will rise up and rise down. And now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't really connected the dots here. I feel like a lot of the build-ups are usually effect 5. But we're going to move on to the melodies, where we get the meat and potatoes of this melody. Let's get into it. Okay, hold on, that was actually really nice. I like how that melody like cuts, and because of that, I really think it's gonna sound good with these beats, man. Got a little bit of harmonization in there as well. Is that like sunglasses the long way? Just one big sunglass? Alright, we're gonna move on to the second melody here, the beanie. Interesting, it's just one tone the whole way through. Nothing too much there. But let's be honest, I can't argue until we hear it all together. We're gonna move on to this third one here. Hold on, now we're getting somewhere. I feel like these two might sound really good together, but the progression on that one was really nice. I think that was a crown. Royalty. Next up we got Melody 4. Is that a chain? Dude, I love how his glasses fall down. Fantastic melody, dude. I love that. The harmonization there is immaculate. I feel like that's going to go really well with this one. I think creation-wise, this one might be my favorite. Just the look of him. And then he has the classic sunglasses on. Alright, next up we got Melody 5 here. Let's hear it. Wait, why does that melody remind me of Grand Theft Auto 4? It's like the main theme song for Grand Theft Auto 4. Look it up. Now, it doesn't sound exact, right? Don't chill out, right? Don't get me wrong here, but similar vibe, similar tunes there. Arguably a fantastic theme song for one of the best ones, honestly. I don't know how I got this much off track, but we're talking about GTA right now. Like, what is happening? Is GTA 6 ever gonna come out? We're gonna move on to the lyrics now. No, the voices. Are we gonna get lyrics? You are a sinner. Oh, hold on. We got the vocals in here. That was amazing. That was great. Sinners. What a fantastic start to the voices, man. You ain't got some lyrics in there. Yeah, again, the vocals. Man, those were really nice. But we got Voice 2 coming on. Let's hear it. Got more lyrics?
Hey, you gotta run away from sin, or away from me.
I love those vocals. Those are so good. So clear, so crisp. And throwing in some more lyrics, which is fantastic. I'm loving these voices. So let's move on to the third one here. Continuing to impress me with these voices. That was an amazing choir. One of the best ones. I've heard a lot of choirs in my time, and that was a top tier choir. Yeah, that choir was godlike. I think that's a good word for it. But we got 2 more here. Let's move on to the 4th voice. You're bringing 2 choirs into this, both of them sounding immaculate. That's pretty wild. I'm curious if they're gonna sound good together. They sound different. But we got the last one here. Is that a squeegee? Wow. 3. Are you trying to prank me right now? 2 main voices, 3 choirs. I'm excited to put the voices together. We're at that point. Let's get into the beats, see how they sound together. Wow. Hold on. That beats gives a very unique kind of beat, giving off a crazy vibe. I want to hear those beats with the bass. But we're moving on to the effects now. Also, I'm doing 2 at a time because these loops are so long. Dude, still throwing a very weird and interesting set of effects, but I kind of vibe with it. I kind of do like, I like this weird clicky sound. And of course the bass is absurd. Next I've got the melodies. Let's hear them together. Sorry, I had to put them one by one there because they were so interesting. Like, just the flow of them they're so vast. It might be hard to catch that rhythm, but I feel like once the beat's set in there too, it's gonna be game time. We're gonna put the voices together. Might also put these one by one.
You are a sinner. Say, you gotta run away from sin, or away from me. Say, you gotta run away from sin, or away from me. Say, you gotta run away from sin, or away from me. Say, you gotta run away from sin, or away from me.
All of them sound so good together. Dude, the first 2 voices, they sound really good together. And the choirs, man, they fit. It is time to get into this mix. We got 3 bonuses afterwards as well, so we're gonna check them out after this mix. Make sure you get your running pants on. Make sure you bring a bottle of water, because we're gonna be running away from sins. So let's go ahead and make a nice, sinful beat. Wow, man, this mod really gives you a different type of vibe. This mod kind of slapped, I'm not gonna lie. I will say, I really do like the rhythm of the beats and like how the melodies sound overall. Of course, I still need to look up this name to see if it actually means something to really give me an idea, or check out these bonuses, because we also do have bonuses to cover. So let's go ahead and check them out. That was actually insane. This time I did a little bit different. I combined all 3 of the bonuses. Instead of stopping after every time, those were some crazy bonuses though. The build up to them once they just begin is insane. So that being said though, I might have to do one of those for the intro. This was a very interesting and unique mod. Again, the lack of color is actually kind of nice. I do like the black and white feel of this. I do want to know what you guys think though, so definitely leave it down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure you like. And if you're not already, subscribe, you know? There's only going to be more to come. And I'll see you guys in